It's Netrunner time. We got the next round of this regional coming at you. Working the way back up through the losers bracket. Lucas Lee on the right and Ben Hawks on the left. Andromeda versus Harmony Medtech. Zach, you're here with me.
What is happening?
Hey, how's it going over there?
It's great. It's Netrunner time.
It is Netrunner time, and we have one of the new Jinteki identities in play, which is always an exciting time. Gonna get to see whether or not this works out for the best. So Harmony Medtech doing some work. Every side needs 6 agenda points to win instead of 7. Very important. We're going to see if Lucas is running the 3 agenda point version or the rushy 2 agenda point version.
It's basically the fast advance or super slow advance.
Super slow. But hey, you know the good thing about slow advance is that it's hard to steal those agendas. 3 future perfects. Not interested.
Yeah, it's really hard. There's only 6 in the deck, and half of them you have to play a side game to get. What?
Not liking that, and Shikyu doing some work here. So we're going to see what Lucas is running. Just from seeing his other games and having seen him play, you have to assume he's going to be doing something quick. He seems like a very fast player, likes to get in there and make the game happen. And Ben Hawks over here on the Andromeda side of things, probably just playing Andromeda. We'll see if there's anything fancy going on.
I wouldn't exactly be surprised if he was playing Andromeda.
Right now I'd say odds are 100%.
Yep, there it is.
And we'll pop it over to Lucas here. It looks like neither player is going to mulligan.
Celebrity gift.
First 2 celebrity gift. Welcome to my hand.
GQ shock.
Wow, guard Himitsu Bako.
Well, that's a hand you don't want to run on.
Well, you're not going to run on it. And Ice's HQ, very bizarre. Probably fighting the Siphon here.
Only for Siphon.
Only the Siphon.
That's kind of a warning. It's like, hey, there's nothing in my hand, and I'm still protecting it because I know better.
Yep. Versus Data Sucker, as you might imagine. You got to check R&D here, don't you? Heaven forbid we see a surprise indexing. Dirty Laundry R&D. And he trashes Caprice.
That is what you actually want to see on the top of that deck.
Beautiful. Getting some cash back. Love that Dirty Laundry. Maybe check R&D again here, huh?
It's like daily casting.
Daily cast. I think there's potentially easy points.
I don't know. You could also hit like a snare or something right there.
Yeah. That's problematic.
You don't necessarily want to do that on
Looks like
click.
last click. He does it anyway.
Woo! Boy likes to live dangerous.
Yep. All right. First click is draw for Lucas. Second is R&D. And 3 is install remote.
After seeing that Shikyu, I mean, can you even run?
Yeah, you just have to deal with it.
Does Shikyu work well installed?
Yeah, you just have to deal with it. It's one of those, make him spend 4 or 5 credits to stick you with it. That's ultimately okay. Himitsu Baku for 2. Hey, that ends the run. Run an HQ. That is a guard. Cannot be bypassed. And we see Mimic in Ben's hand here. That's an easy Siphon waiting to happen. And when you're playing against the blue cards, you have to always assume that 3 Siphons are there and a threat. And then Ben's last click is a sure gamble, so he's building a really strong economy early on here. And Ben reses the old clinic, gonna get him 1 credit a turn. The super pad campaign, as it's been called.
Yeah, that's so phenomenal.
First click his card. Kind of crazy that Ben didn't run that remote. I guess it's a really hard thing to deal with. Jinteki putting a blind remote down there is just the worst. All right, until Lucas draw and install draw.
Protecting the hand there a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
It's the right move.
Now that the ice is revealed, I think he wants to keep a little bit of hidden madness there. First click for Ben is draw. I hope that he trashes this clinic over here.
It's one of those things, if you can get to it easy enough, you kind of just have to spend the 3.
You got to trash that for 3. There is no question.
Especially with the economy he has early game here. Between the sure gambles
And there he does.
In the daily cast.
Well done.
And that card more than paid off for Lucas.
Yep. Yep, that's the beauty of it, you know. They spend 3, I gain 1.
At least, yeah.
At least. All right, and Lucas probably going to try to develop his remote here. First is Sweeps Week. Love that out of Jinteki.
Man, if he had had that in his opening hand, that would have been great.
And installs 2 remotes.
How many influences sweeps? 1?
That's 2.
Okay.
Ben's got to check it here. Yeah, Sweep's always competing with Beanstalk, really, in a lot of slots. First is a special order.
What do you think he's getting here? There it is.
The old Corroder. It's going to get him into R&D, get some free and easy accesses, get some data sucker tokens. Looks really good. And I imagine he's going to install that straight away.
You would imagine.
I would imagine. I can only imagine.
I think he made a song about that once.
Yeah. At one point.
And played it over.
How do you feel about Beal against Wotan here on the mats?
Oh, man. They're both pretty awesome. I think I'm more of a Wotan guy.
It's definitely more cool. But Beal has this certain, just some flair to it. Ah, there you go.
It does have a certain edge to it.
Yeah, it's 3. 4, I'll run R&D, pay 1.
4 run R&D to access 2.
Trash.
Trash is Sansan.
Keep it. Your turn.
And goes back to Lucas. So getting some good accesses here, but not seeing the money.
Man, Sansan is a card you don't want to see for every reason possible.
Yes, absolutely.
You don't want to trash it. You don't want to leave it.
Lucas reses the clinic there and leaves 1 unresed. First click, draw a card.
That's a sign, though, right? I mean, if you see Sansan, you've got to assume fast advance.
You do. I think, yeah, 3 install over the top there.
Money goes away.
So he's protecting here. Lucas staying pretty solid on credits, 10 only. We see a lot of varied in the run ice, and unfortunately he's not able to make use of it right now. Normally in that kind of a deck where you have a lot of cheap in the run, you really want to be able to establish your remote, and Quandary just plays into that. You really want that on your remote. You want to start scoring out those agendas. But now it's just a matter of Ben building his rig up a little bit, and then he's got free access pretty much all day, it looks like.
Man, look how fast that Andy money went.
Yeah, Sansan. And he's got to trash the clinic. Going to 0.
I feel like this is exactly what Lucas wants here. He's kind of getting to set up.
Yeah. Celebrity gift.
Oh my god, that's such a good hand.
So the thing is, there's just no agendas coming down the pipeline here. I'm sure Lucas would love to see them here.
That's a strong hand, in my opinion.
Last click, he installs over the remote. That just, I love that play. Makes the runner really wonder what's going on. And Andy's at 0 credits.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible that there's an agenda sitting over there, but it could also just be a trap.
Credit, Katie. Hit Katie there.
And you're just building up that server. Because, I mean, you got to build a server at some point, right?
Yes.
Unlike in BN, it's a lot harder to score out of hand with Jinteki.
Absolutely, yeah. I don't know what he's on. He may be on Trick of Light, just Sansan straight up. And it looks like that could be a Caprice over there with an agenda on the top of it.
It's not necessarily what you want to see here with Lucas on 20 money.
Nope. And, you know, Ben having to make these tough choices really went all out on that R&D interface and run, playing the Corroder and all that. And now just kind of having to sit back and rebuild.
Yeah, a lot of times here as the runner, you can kind of start getting antsy and trying to make too much happen, but not enough. And sometimes you just got to sit back and... Yep, there it is.
Sansan comes up. And then we have a medical research.
That's exactly what you want, because the next one's a 3-2.
Yep.
That agenda is so good.
This looks excellent, excellent for Lucas.
Yeah. And Ben's in a really rough spot.
Andy has got to get in on that Sansan.
He's got to get to the Sansan, but that's a problem here. No money at the moment.
Yeah, no money.
He's got Katie with 6 on it, but that's really not enough.
You know, Katie, although great, is not as great as we once thought that she was. A little slow.
She's really good in the long term.
Yeah.
If the game goes long, she's fantastic.
All right, so take Katie, install John Masanori. 3 is account siphon. That is a
Wow.
really, really ballsy account siphon, but works well. If he sees the quandary there, this is just a stuff.
There's no quandary there.
Fairy break the guard.
Phase 1 ferries the guard, and then does go ahead and siphon all that money. That's great for Ben.
All right. That is a bold account siphon,
Yeah, so
and it paid off.
It takes a gamble, and it absolutely pays off here.
And he may be in a position where he kind of has to.
And he's going to run that Sansan, and there is the quandary. So you cannot trash that Sansan. Can't get in, going to look for a code gate breaker.
All right, well, down to 3 credits. Lucas, that's perfect. We saw that earlier, so there's no surprise here.
Wow.
Yeah, still
Got
got
a
GQ.
Susan.
Susan is a thing.
Susan's a real thing.
Celebrity gift is
That
so good right there.
This makes R&D just look so tasty. We know that we haven't seen any agendas except that one coming down the pipe. Look at all these cards that we've seen that aren't agendas. I think R&D at this point becomes a very, very high priority for Ben. It might even be worth inside jobbing that quandary. So he's got another interface in hand too. I would love an interface inside job here. I dare say that's 6 points, Zach.
I dare say.
Just got a feeling.
We'll see what happens. Nope.
Just gonna draw.
That's fantastic.
And maybe a dirty laundry. Ooh, don't like RDI on the last click.
No, because it really just shows your opponent what to kind of plan for here.
Yeah, I do not like that at all.
I think I would have much rather seen a Katie there. You already used Katie, though, to get the 6, right? No,
That was last turn,
yeah.
yeah. So he had Katie available.
I almost would have Katied just to not let my opponent know what's going on.
Yeah. And you see Lucas drew it? Yeah. Oh, man, Eye of the Tiger. Knew an agenda was on the top there.
Eye of the Tiger.
And like, see, has Dirty Laundry in hand. Would have really loved to play that instead of that R&D interface.
Yeah. There's really no reason. There's that inside job.
Ooh. Hit it. You got an inside job R&D here. I love that
tough,
play,
though.
Ben. I love that play. Come on.
Yeah, with the 2 R&D interface, I think you got to go for it.
You get a Maker's Eye for 2. 3 on the Himatsu. Gonna draw again.
3 is draw.
Drawing again. Probably digging for a code gate breaker here.
4 inside job into R&D.
All right,
Yeah.
did it.
For the Baku.
Curious to do that on the last click, though, because this could be
Yeah.
a house of pain.
Yeah.
Score for ping 4.
Having to pay 4.
Keep it.
And keeps it. I think that was an NAPD maybe, which you do have to reveal. I just found that out the
Yeah,
other day.
I learned that mid-tournament.
Yeah, and it looks like with the laughing that we saw, it is an NAPD over there.
Money for days, man.
And last click. Install over the top. Looks like a Susan to me.
Man, Quandary is doing some work.
Yep,
One will draw.
as it do.
That's exciting.
Quandary is single-handedly just securing that Sansan and opening up every scoring avenue for Lucas here.
Yeah.
Draw.
Drawing again, so Ben digging so hard here.
As tempting as that,
Card.
as tempting as the R&D run was there, I almost would have done it on the Sansan.
Yeah.
Because you've already seen 1. That's 2. There's not. I mean, Harmony only has 12 influence, right?
And there we go. That's 6 points. That's all you need, man. Look at how quick that can be. Thank you, Sansan. So excellent deck design by Lucas here.
So there's no
Very, very good. Gets to 6 points super quickly. It's just looks great.
Yeah.
And so there you have it. Ben I was just kind of spelled like whenever you go to 6 points in this game over, it's like,
Yeah, it's
oh,
like,
yeah,
oh yeah, that's the
oh,
game.
forgot.
Yeah, that's I almost there. You kind of,
That was a cool deck.
I don't know, it's tough. Having Sanside out when he's only 2 away from winning.
That's a problem. Yeah, so congrats to Lucas and congrats to Ben for making it this far. Lucas is going to move on and face Sasha in the next round. And you can catch more games from us coming down the pipe. So thank you guys for watching, and we'll catch you with more from Game Cafe in Independence, Missouri.
See you guys.